Topgolf. It was previously referred to as the Tiger Woods of the contemporary entertainment sector. There's more to it than a golf course. It's a stage. People there come to live in an opulent yet welcoming atmosphere rather than to be polished. A Woo Zero supper next to their first swing of their lives, cocktails under neon lights, and live music beneath the stars. Then, more quickly than a putt missed on the last hole, that revolution came to an end. The stock price increased by 8% throughout the same period. 40%, a single poor judgment caused $1.45 billion to disappear from the books. What took place? A poor swing? Presumption? Or is it more profound? Something that was swung from the day the business was established. This is not merely a tale of a business that failed. It's a terrible lesson about greed, how deceit can take the place of joy, and how a $1,500 bill for 3 hours of fun may erase a billion-dollar ambition. Let's go back in time to the swing that initiated this $3 billion illusion in order to comprehend where it all originated. The world of golf was still closed in the early 2000s. A play session lasts 4 to 5 hours. It costs a lot, Magtha. Connected to the idea of peaceful weekend afternoons on the lawn and middle-aged business owners wearing polo shirts. Then Steve and Dave Jolliffe, two British brothers, came up with a seemingly straightforward but groundbreaking question. Why must golf be such a somber and dull sport? What if each shot was a game rather than just a stroke? A seemingly straightforward but incredibly audacious idea. To monitor accuracy, trajectory, and distance, affix a chip to the ball. Make a target shooting game out of the training area. Make golf a recreational activity accessible to all, rather than only a formal sport. At that point, Topgolf was created. No more playing golf on hectare-long courses for 4 hours at a time. All Topgolf requires is a few square meters, loud music, refreshing drinks, bright lights, and applause after each shot. At first, there was a lot of resistance to the model. The producers of golf equipment and the PGA were either unwilling to work together or showed no interest. However, Topgolf keeps pushing forward in spite of everything. Topgolf quickly gained popularity. Topgolf swiftly crossed the Atlantic to the United States from its original site in Watford, England, in 2001, and everything took off. The concept of golf coupled with entertainment and technology has taken off in a matter of years. Each facility receives more than 500,000 visits annually on average. Its widespread popularity is demonstrated by the fact that 70% of patrons had never held a golf club before. With 28 locations by 2015, Topgolf had secured more than $500 million from Providence Equity and other large investors. According to Forbes magazine, this is one of the entertainment formats in the US with the quickest rate of growth. Additionally, Topgolf was compared as the Starbucks of golf by the Wall Street Journal. A location where you go for the experience as much as the goods. Topgolf is more than just a golf revival. It's totally changing the way that golf is thought of. Topgolf accomplished something that few business models dare to imagine when it established its first US site in Alexandria, Virginia in 2005, turning a sport that was previously seen to be dull into a celebration that everyone wants to go to. It doesn't matter how disabled you are here. Whether or if your shot arrives on the green is up to no one to judge. No matter where the ball goes, what matters is that you are enjoying a cocktail, the music is playing, and you and your pals are smiling after each swing. In just 3 years, a Topgolf facility has seen an average of over 500,000 visitors annually. Revenue was over $630 million in 2017, skyrocketed to $1.1 billion in 2019, reached $1.76 billion in 2023, which represented 40% of Callaway's overall earnings, with building expenditures ranging from $15 to $40 million. Each new location is a money-making machine. However, the enormous volume of visitors quickly recovers the investment. Golf practice is no longer available at Topgolf. It evolved into an upscale bar for office workers after work, a unique place to go on a date, an opulent location for business gatherings, and an entire virtual backdrop that is well liked by influencers. A steady stream of clients arrived. On weekends, the courts are completely booked. You have to wait weeks to get a table. From Chicago to London, from Dallas to Las Vegas, the Topgolf name has come to represent the game of a new age. A major player in the golf equipment manufacturing sector, Callaway Golf couldn't have missed Topgolf's success. After almost 40 years of history, Callaway came to a straightforward but crucial realization. Golfers weren't the only people drawn to Topgolf. Millions of new prospective clients were being created by it. Callaway purchased over 14% of Topgolf stock in 2018. They spent about $1 billion by March 2021 to buy the entire business, a purchase that rocked the sports financing industry. Strategic vision converts elite golfers into purchasers of clubs, balls, and accessories by fusing conventional golf equipment with contemporary entertainment. Chip Brewer, the CEO of Callaway at the time, referred to this as the largest advancement in the company's history. Conversely, Topgolf is referred to by investors as a gateway to the youth market, a link connecting millennials and Gen Z with an older sport. For more than 10 years, Topgolf has transformed not just how golf is played, but also how people watch sports. But even during its most beautiful period, tiny fissures started to form covertly and silently. The reality was somewhat harsher if Callaway had anticipated that millions of Topgolf visitors would turn into actual golfers. Approximately 75 to 80% of Topgolf consumers have never played on a real course, according to internal statistics collated by Bloomberg. Merely 2 to 3% of them still play golf or buy Callaway equipment. Customers only return an average of 1.6 times annually, which is insufficient to foster a sense of loyalty. In addition, operating expenses are rising due to complicated tracking technology, personnel, and upkeep. To put it another way, Callaway's billion-dollar client funnel hardly produced any flow. As one Morningstar analyst previously remarked, millions of temporary golfers have been produced by Topgolf. The clubs, the ball, and the swing are all irrelevant to them. They are considering a $45 lunch and 2 drinks. And that constituted a very severe strategic issue. The sale of golf equipment was the main source of Callaway's income, but it wasn't increasing as predicted. 2 worlds that never touched but seemed destined to resonate. Unbeknownst to those outside the industry, the Topgolf model is extremely costly. A new facility will cost between $25 and $40 million to create. Payback period, 7 to 9 years on average, too lengthy in comparison to entertainment industry norms. The slogan, "Investing in the future," was used to justify this massive expense during the time of fast growth. However, the financial strain became evident as the old branch's cash flow started to slow down. Topgolf must open up more quickly as it grows in order to conceal its fundamental flaws. It's a traditional and risky objective strategy used by many companies before they fail. To survive, expand. This is how one former finance worker put it. They resemble cyclists going downhill. You will fall if you stop cycling. However, you can't pedal uphill indefinitely. A question starts to plague analysts when food, beverage, and event revenue makes up more than 70 to 75% of overall revenue. Is Topgolf a golf company anymore? Or is it merely a series of amusement eateries that use golf clubs as props? Furthermore, that question is one of destiny rather than merely definition. Because you won't have any influence over your future if your core value isn't reflected in your primary product. When a less expensive cocktail bar opens up next door, patrons who come for the cocktails may decide to leave. You might be easily replaced with a new entertainment area if people come for the music and light. All of them are warning signs. However, who wants to consider the potential of a stock decline when the price is rising, the media is applauding it, and overall income is still increasing? However, there is an unsolved question hidden beneath those vivid neon lights. Can this model really be sustained? Does Topgolf serve as a doorway to the world of golf, or is it just a fun restaurant with golf clubs? Furthermore, despite the widespread idea that Topgolf is unbreakable, the seeds for the most agonizing decline in golf history were sown by that very belief and almost conceited self-confidence. From a wild concept to a billion-dollar cultural phenomenon, Topgolf is a brand. However, every empire has a tipping point, and it arrived for Topgolf sooner than anyone had anticipated. Not just little cracks, but a whole wall broke apart, sending the brand's reputation, customers, and revenue plummeting into the abyss. Inside Topgolf, the numbers had started to fall, even though all of the neon lights were still burning brightly. Growth in revenue has all but stopped. Previously, it climbed by more than 30% annually. Presently, it has only increased by 2.7%. We'll unravel the rise and fall tales that have molded the corporate world in our upcoming voyage. See you then.